Residential report writing and case studies. Chapter 4, the Uniform Residential Appraisal Report. Page 5. Check your understanding. This quiz has a total of 3 questions. There will be 1 question per page. You must achieve 66% to pass this quiz. Start quiz. Number 1. Ty receives a single-family appraisal request from a small local bank which does not sell loans on the secondary mortgage market. Which appraisal reporting format is this client most likely to request? A form created by Fannie Mae. B, a form created by his state appraisal board. C, a form created by the Appraisal Standards Board, ASB. Or D, a narrative type report. I'm probably gonna go. This one's kind of a tricky one. I know Fannie Mae and Freddie the forms are used for the secondary mortgage market, but a small local bank. I wonder if it's still gonna be. He could do a narrative too. I'm gonna go narrative, man. Number 2, USPAP provides specific requirements that instruct appraisers which form to use to report the appraisal of a particular property type. True or false? I'm going to go false. Number 3, Jamal receives an appraisal assignment from a lending institution. What should not be a consideration for Jamal when he determines the scope of work for the appraisal development process? A, the intended use of the appraisal. B, the definition of value required. C, the report form the client has requested. Or D, the physical and economic characteristics of the property. I'm going to go C, the report form the client has requested. Assessment completed, finish. You passed, you got a 66.7%. So remember, number 1, Ty receives a single-family appraisal request from a small local bank which does not sell loans on the secondary mortgage market. Which appraisal reporting format is this client most likely to request? You said a narrative type report, and that was incorrect. The correct answer was a form created by Fannie Mae. I was really confused on this one. Fannie Mae forms have become the industry standard for residential appraisal assignments. In fact, many appraisers even use these forms to report appraisals for lenders that do not sell loans on the secondary market. Chapter 4, Fannie and Freddie. Number 2, USPAP provides specific requirements that instruct appraisers which form to use to report the appraisal of a particular property type. True or false? You said false, and that was correct. And number 3, Jamal receives an appraisal assignment from a lending institution. What should not be a consideration for Jamal when he determines the scope of work for the appraisal development process? You said the report form the client has requested, and that was correct. Continue. Page 6, false sense of security. In addition to the scope of work issue, the forms can lead the appraiser to develop a false sense of security in regard to USPAP compliance of report content. Remember the earlier comment from Standard 2. Standard 2 does not dictate the form format or style of real property appraisal reports. The substantive content of a report determines its compliance. Emphasis added. Even if you completely and accurately fill in all the blanks on a standard appraisal report form, there is no guarantee that you have completed with Standard 2. In fact, if all an appraiser does is fill out the form, whichever form it may be, it is almost certain that the report will not, that's highlighted, be USPAP compliant. In almost every instance, an appraiser must supplement the standard forms with additional information in order to comply with the minimum content requirements of Standard 2. End of page.